Hey everybody, before we get into the charts today, I'd like to announce that we have finally gotten the Strat Bootcamp and Strat course out. And if you go to stratalerts.com/bootcamp, you can learn more. This is going to be about a 12-hour live teaching of the Strat over the course of about 2 weeks. It's going to be going on from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we're going to go through all the truths, we're going to go through the stops, and we're going to go through all of the execution rules and different trade plans that you can follow with the strat, depending on if you're long-term, short-term, scalper, intraday, whatever may be. And you get access to all the materials for life because you can download all the stuff and it will be shared to you. So that is very exciting, and I hope to see a lot of you guys here from the nightly vid. But that being said, going into tomorrow, first of all, we don't see much going on this week. SPY inside week, but red, so that's good. Momo shooter. So we'll see tomorrow if that can get out of that mother bar on the day. Qs also still mother bar on the day. So how you getting out of that inside week? What we do see is Dow Jones confirming the 2-2 of last week. So that one's still working on their way, taking these guys out. So we're looking for what? We're looking for this 375. Let me get the data window up. 376.14 is what we're looking for at Dow Jones. So you still got a good bit of magnitude to do that. And specifically in there, you're going to have things like financials working their way down. Regional banks are super weak, which is something we pointed out to the stat team last week for the swingers. 2-2 off the top of the try, which you're going to see looks like this. So they poke up after poking down, and now they're going to poke back down. So we'll see if that can get some follow through. That's where we have a lot of the red this week. If we go to things like healthcare's 2-2 this week, also not doing too good. From the weekend vid, Procter and Gamble, we did talk about that. So where's that going? Down there. And Visa also getting killed with the Momo shooter to finish them off tomorrow. So that's something we want to know about. MasterCard, Momo shooter to finish them off tomorrow as well, which are part of the health or the financials. So definitely want to know about that. In the regional banks, OZK is the one having the most problems. So we're going to see in the future a lot of regional bank failures. So this is something that we want to know about. As far as KRE is concerned, prefer to trade the ETF, because if this is going from here to here, there's going to be a lot of delisting and stuff going on, or banks coming off the market being acquired by bigger banks. So, and they're going to do it for pennies on the dollar more than likely. So better to use the ETF, because if things get delisted and start going crazy, this can go from here to here, and KRE is probably still going to be around. If the ETF breaks, potentially they go all the way back down there and $14 or something and further. But as far as like single stocks go, you just have the risk of like it no longer trades on the market and you can't exercise your options. So not something we prefer to do as far as that bank trade is concerned. The other thing we still see, and this is coming from macro vid, it's like things like Lulu, they're just getting killed. So you got inside day Lulu for tomorrow down in here. We'll see if anything comes of that. And if we go to the bigger stocks, we'll see Amazon, potential shooter 2-2 into tomorrow, which could negate the week, setting up the shooter month for next month, 3-2-2. It's something I'd want to know about. If we go to Apple, you got a little bit of an inside day in here. Could get some PMG action, an outside week maybe. You are countering what the month is doing, so it's a little bit of a counter trend trade there. But outside of that, what I want to look for is, do the semis start weakening up? So things like TXN on the turnaround Tuesday list, they turned around, right? What matters now is, do they go 2 down tomorrow or 2 up? Because outside week, and then we don't know. We'll see what happens. But that's coming from the top of the try. If you look something like ON from the turnaround Tuesday list, 2-2 on a Tuesday. RevStrat takes the weak shooter back down, so that's a little bit of a problem. And PMG action in there as well. If we go to AMD, it had the 2-2 day, staying 2 up red week for now, so we'll see if anything comes of that. Is back into the weekly 3 on the left here below this 169.51. If we go to Nvidia, that one's still 2 into the highs, so it's still strong. And the SMH index closer to a 2-2 tomorrow, or a 2 down. It's kind of 50-50. Did RevStrat though, so we'll see, do they confirm that or negate that come tomorrow. As far as actionable signals are concerned, the better ones like CRM with the inside day did gap today. So CRM potentially going to join the list of falling from grace. So failing the all-time highs, coming back in, we have this 3 here. So when they gap tomorrow, this is going to become a 3-2-2 to the downside, and your magnitude gets a lot bigger. So potentially they can start coming back through all this stuff, similar to like Lulu. where you can see once that breaks the inside bar, magnitude gets a lot bigger with this try. And that is definitely something we want to know about. So we're really going to stick to what do we see moving, where's the daily continuity, and then the gappers, because when market is flat, when the VIX is really low like this, where you're going to see it's currently around 14, so it is coming up a little bit more. But when it's down here and not up here, the best trades are normally coming from the gapper lists, and that's what we like to stick to. So that being said, that's going to be about it from me tonight. I'll see you guys in stat bright and early, and I hope to see a lot of you guys in the course from the nightly vid. So that'll be it, and adios.